This is my 2020 Subaru Forester Sport. My name is Eric and I've been living out of this car for the past 17 and a half months as I'm traveling around the country. Now when I bought this car, I strictly bought it as a daily driver. I had no intentions of living out of it full time. But a year and a half ago, I caught the travel bug and here I am. Now I outfitted this thing with all sorts of goodies so that I can enjoy the great outdoors and places like this. But when I bought it, I didn't think of one major upgrade that I really should have put into this car, which is the new suspension. Because after adding a full refrigerator, a new awning, 9 gallons of water, a roof box full of stuff, a 4-gallon road shower, an entire car kitchen, and all sorts of other miscellaneous items, I just never really thought about how much extra weight I'm putting on this car until I took it in for an alignment last week, and they told me I'm getting camber, which means my wheels are actually tilted from all the extra weight I'm putting in this. So I bit the bullet and I'm doing a huge upgrade to this thing. I'm getting a whole new suspension and 2-inch lift. Now, one of the things I first noticed when I got on the road was just how close my wheel is to my wheel well. For example, if I try to step on this tire to get in my roof box, I can barely get my foot in there. It's literally only like 1.5 inches or so of space. So I knew it was putting a lot of extra weight in here. I just didn't realize how bad it really was. So I'm getting the Bilstein B8 suspension lift by Rallitek with adjustable rear arms. This will give me a 2-inch lift and correct my alignment. Another thing about the current suspension on this car is that when my awning is out, I'm constantly hitting my head on the top of the awning. And in fact, there's these beams here that have these support legs. And trust me, I have actually hit my head on this beam right here many times. So having a new suspension on this, raising this up 2 inches, making it where I don't hit my head anymore, means I shouldn't hit this bar anymore. At least I'm hoping. Now, I'm not a car guy, I probably should be. I take this thing into all sorts of off-road conditions. But when I started doing my research, this was the package I needed to fix my alignment and support the extra weight I'm putting in the car. Tomorrow I'm headed to the mechanic to have the install done, so I'll do a little updating there and afterwards. Looking good. All right, well, I just left the mechanic and everything is installed. You can kind of see a little bit of the coils down there. I had a quick opportunity to get into the shop while they had everything up on the lift and the tires off and get a little bit of some B-roll for you. But there are the new shocks and struts. And it definitely gives it a big lift. I can clearly put my foot on that back tire now. There'll be no problem with getting into my roof box now. Shoot, I can almost have 2 feet in there. All right, well, I'll try to make some sort of video out of this, but quite honestly, I've got a lot to do today and the sun sets in an hour and a half. In order for them to do the work today, they actually had me take everything out of the back of the car. That includes my entire kitchen and bed setup. And that is like an hour to get back into the car. So I've got to spend the rest of the afternoon here just putting everything back into the car and then still make it to camp and still cook dinner and everything. So it's going to be a very long day for me. I will do a more thorough kind of walk around for this car, probably more in the video where I plan on talking about what my car looked like on day 1 of travel to what my car looks like now. All the new additions like this lift and suspension upgrade, plus the awning, any modifications I've done, changes I've made since first getting on the road and traveling full time. But I think that's gonna do it for this one. I know it's not the most exciting video because I talked just a little bit about everything and didn't really get much footage of them actually doing the install. I was actually working on lots of other stuff today and it's sitting in their waiting room all day. And like I said, I've got to spend the rest of the afternoon putting my kitchen and home back together now. So I'll do, like I said, a little bit more of a thorough breakdown of it. But that's going to wrap this one up. Now, if you're catching this video because of the title and you're not familiar with my setup, I have been living out of this car for 17 months. And this is a daily vlog series, which I've been putting up for the last 30 days, where I'm just giving you daily vlog series of what it's like to live out of a car. This was a completely unplanned purchase and install. This came about roughly a week ago, and it was a very spur of the moment kind of thing. So trying to make a video out of this and trying to, like I said, beat the clock with the sun setting and trying to get to camp tonight, it's just gonna be kind of a hard one. So Anyways, tomorrow I actually have a road trip and plan in front of me. I've got to drive a couple hundred miles. I'm headed south. I'll talk more about that in tomorrow's video, but tomorrow I will do a little bit more talking about the car and talking about some future plans. So until then, thanks for escaping normal life with me.